My friend called me not too long ago from New Orleans, and he's a survivor of the Hurricane Katrina tragedy. He knew that I was starting a company having to do with emergency food. So he called me to share a story that he felt would be very important to know moving forward with our company. So he told me about the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and some very disturbing things that happened.
All odds.
As the house just filled up with water, it forced.
So he called and he said, I have some things to tell you about that hurricane, and there's some pretty disturbing things. And I said, well, what are they? And he proceeded to tell me about the devastation that was caused from the hurricane, but more specifically, things that weren't necessarily covered on the news, things that happened after the hurricane, which was a lack of food and a lack of water supply. He told me how people were only concerned with their survival. They were literally in a state of dire worry. People were literally in a state of fear. People were violent, and they were literally pulling guns on one another over a bottle of water and a packet of food. And by this point, I was really just in a state of shock, and I knew that these types of things happened around the world because I've seen them with my own eyes. But here in America, I mean, it really just broke my heart. And I found a new motivation. I found a new drive for emergency provision, a desire to help people, a desire to help families. That this terrible action would never happen again in America. You know, we can't stop a natural disaster, but we sure can prepare for one.